Good day from WA. Hi, this is Julie. Welcome to my channel. Today, well, I was going to do an art journal page. What was actually prompting me was this beautiful napkin, and I wanted to do napkin journaling with this. So then I started to pull items that might go with it, and then realized I was collecting a lot of orange items. So then I thought, well, okay, shall I do orange, because I haven't done the book of colours orange yet. The question then is, do I do orange in my napkin journal with this napkin and this doll or lady, or do I do it in my book of colours? And I haven't actually answered that question yet. The challenge for me this time is that I don't actually have a lot of orange. Let's have a look at what I've actually got, and do I have enough to do my background in my book of colours. So I've got those little pieces of orange, which unfortunately when you put these down they tend to show the writing, so there's a possibility that I have to gesso the background first. I've got these pieces, that's on the border of yellow. So a lot of the items I've picked up, possibly not actually orange. If you count these as orange, I don't know. This is, you know, you can't get much more orange than that. So there's a few pieces there. Do I have enough? We're saying that that's orange. Okay, and then if we put her with that grouping, what about my flower? Does it still look orange? Well, it's all peach. It's going to be a peachy kind of orange, isn't it? I don't have a lot of orange, so I'm struggling a little bit to do orange, and you know, maybe I should have just stuck with the napkin journal and done this, but this is what I wanted to work with. You know, if you think that if I'm going to be trying to do orange, do these go with orange? And they don't really, do they? They really are peach. You guys know whether I'm going to do orange or whether I'm going to do a peach napkin journal, because it'll be in the title. But which do I do? Do you know what I'll do is, I'll start with the orange colours, because I've already got all this orange stuff, and I've got other elements, so it could be that I do orange but I don't use this, and I might do a napkin journal page for this as well, like separately. So what I could do is use these colours on the white areas, because if you put them on that, the writing shows through, and I don't want it to. So I can just put those around. Oh, I haven't got a lot of plain pieces, have I? I'll put you on fast. I'll speed up and give you some music to listen to instead of me droning on. See you in a few minutes. Found some more of that little bit of paper, but what I forgot is, which may save the day, was this other bigger pile of scrapbooking paper. All the pink stuff's on top from when I last did pink the other day. Oh, it's an interesting bit of orange. Let's see what we've got. Some more of that orange, but I'll take it out. Is that orange? Not sure. Oh, what's this orange at the bottom? Let's get there in a minute. Not a lot of orange, as you can see. Not cool. That'll fill up those gaps. All right, that helped quite a lot. So we've got some extra. We've got this, and we've got this, and this, and this. So we've kind of saved the day. So while I was gluing things down, I was remembering where there might be some more things. think we can agree that it's orange and that it has some orange elements already on it. And we'll look at our pieces. We'll keep the Thrive because I don't have any other sentiments at the moment. Okay, so we've got this flowers, we've got that lady, we've got that bird, and we've got that bird. Just going to pause the camera and fussy cut these items out because I can't tell if I want them until they're fussy cut. So I'll be back in a minute. Maybe I can make her go with the bunch of flowers, and maybe we don't need the bowl. Let's cut the bowl off. Just don't like all the extraneous colours. And we'll cut most of the purple off. I do like the bright orange marigolds. Oh, I didn't look in my because I didn't go to any of the books. Just wanted to use some of the pieces that have been hanging around. So can we give her a bunch of flowers? She have a headrest. Ooh. See, I don't normally do this, but how about that? Does it look alright? Different. Becomes a kind of a hairpiece. Oh, that looks alright. I don't mind that. That's just totally and purely accidental. She's going to have a flower hairpiece. That is just lovely. I like that. Where it goes, I don't know. Then we have this lady. And she's not predominantly orange, but she does tone into the page for some reason. Except this bird. See, I don't see, this is kind of like out of a painting book, so it's kind of glossy. That's glossy. This is a printout and it's huge. I think it's just going to look a bit weird with this little collection. Let's get rid of that one. And so we have this one, which is just cute, out of Daphne's diary. Okay, I got pretty hungry, so I went and had dinner and came back and had to think about what I want to do next. I thought I might stencil some things on. Just even though it's supposed to be yellow, it's not going to be. And I don't want it too dark. That's actually, it's not too bad. This kind of looks mustardy, yellowish. Look like leopard spots. I'm not really keen on that idea. Let's leave that out. Let's try maybe something more consistently recognisable. I've worked on some of the pieces to create sort of little groupings, and yeah, so to make it easier to sort of adjust them. So I like that lady. Basically, yeah, I put the flower in, but then I put these flowers in. I changed the middles so that because there was a green one and a blue one or something, I added the little jewels to the butterfly. And I just drew her neck in, and I drew her eyes a little. So I've got her, and she was still going to thrive. And what else did I like? Then all these pieces are fine. They just sort of go all around the place. But I was wondering whether to do some embossing. I just think some gold embossing will add a bit of sparkle. So I like this butterfly, but I'd like to make it more orange. This one's a bit pink. And I'd like to do it on thicker paper. So let's do some of that. Oh, isn't that just gorgeous? Okay, that rose turned out beautiful. Oh, aren't they just beautiful? Oh, could play with this all day. I love the gold embossing. It's the only one I like, really. gorgeous. Can't tell me that's not going to look beautiful on any page. Oh, it's hot, but it's lovely. Gold. Oh, do I want to do the sentiment? I might do the sentiment just in case, because I can always do it in ink. I don't like the gold. Yeah, it's not really orange, but anyway, I've decided that orange and gold go together. They're nice, but they didn't leave much room for paint like this one does. I haven't found the butterfly that, unless this is it, that I was using. Just give this one a go. Gold embossing has to be the most fun a person can have. Alright, we're going to fill the sheet up and then we're going to call that done. That, my friends, I think might be a winner, because it's going to have plenty of scope for us to do some painting or some inking. Do we like it? Yes, we do. We haven't found the butterfly. Let me look for the other butterfly that I like better. Here, this one. Ah, that's it. Doesn't look much, does it? But I would never have thought that was it. Do a few of those. Because it's whimsical and it's got those spaces, it hasn't got too much pattern. These are more traditional, but that's sort of a whimsical butterfly. I'm going to do a couple. Very nice. Oh, I've got one little corner left. Let's do this rose. I think this rose might be one of the ones I've done before as well. So we're just going to use something nice and easy. You could use watercolour pencils. Actually, that would probably be the easiest, and you can get the exact colour you want. Let's do a little test. Well, they're all very pretty. I don't think it would matter which colours, except I'm going to stay away from the red. And if you put this against the page, you can see that that would be red enough, and these two oranges. Orange in here, darker colour in there, and then a lighter colour on the outside. It's so good because with the embossing, it doesn't matter if you go outside the edge, because you're going to cut it out up to the embossing. It's so cool. How to get in there, there's not much room for colour, but you can also use the brushes. We'll get a smaller brush. That was a bit too big. Watercolour pencils just makes it so much easier to get the colours that you want, and it doesn't really make a mess. And the embossing just keeps it in the confines of the butterfly. Makes it so much easier. And a bit of brown in the middle. Beautiful. Let's look at those colours. Okay, it's looking a little bit brownish, so we're going to go for the lighter one here. Let's do this nice rose, this flower. So we're going to have some darker shades in the middle and some lighter shades around the edge. So we're going to start with a lighter outside edge and bring it in, otherwise it will make it too dark. It will look a bit like a watercolour, and it won't mix, shouldn't mix with the other petals because you've got the gold embossing that's raised up. Oh yes, I think that's rather nice. Actually, let's dry that off. I'm not going to worry about that one because it's got a bit missing. I think for the butterflies I like this one. I like that flower. I've got these two roses. Could do the same with that. Do it with the brush directly on the pencil, and then go down to the next level and just kind of change the tones. Wow, it makes it nice and easy when it's already drawn. And you just put colour on. You could even go outside. You want the outside ones to be fairly pale, and the centre quite dark. Maybe a little bit of colour on the outside. Some water. Could spray it, but it'll make the whole page wet. This way it's not so, you have more control. So I've cut all the pieces out, and I'm just going around the edge with this gold pip pen just to get rid of any white bits that I've missed when I've cut. And that seems to be working okay. A bit hard to cut this out. I'm going to cut that out when I decide which one I'm using. I'll leave them as they are because once I cut them out, they'll be fairly fragile, or I may end up just cutting them off. Not sure that I like the painting in the middle of this. It looks very scratchy, so I might have to go over it again. It's lovely, and I'm so glad I've done it on thicker paper. It's on, I think it's about 120 GSM. Oh, isn't he gorgeous? I put that butterfly there, but I don't know if I would prefer that one with the gold on it. So, okay, that came off quite easily. Try to cut out, so that or I draw them on. I'll try cutting them out first. Okay, just going to glue that onto here. Keep the wings up, and we're going to have a long one and a short one. We're blooming. Okay, I'm going to change the colour of this too. To look for some other. Oh, you know where I think I will look is somewhere really quick and easy where I haven't looked. Let's just push that up. She was orange, but I don't want her. I didn't go looking at any of my books for orange because I wanted to use what was already out, and I could go back through my baskets to see if I missed something. Probably not. Ooh, orange pussycats. Don't particularly like either of those though. That one I might not mind. Oh, should have plenty now. They all need fussy cutting, so I'll go to bed and I'll fussy cut it tomorrow. So I'm not too sure where we're up to last night when I went to bed, but these are what items are fixed to the page. Have a relook at what images I've got and some that I cut out from things to cut out in collage. So I've got some extra things. Now I'm revisiting this one. I had it over here before, but I'm thinking that I might like that beak to go into the flower. I don't mind it in that situation. I've got this little bit of rose that could go on the edge, and he could be sort of standing on the rose. And I don't mind if the tail gets cut off because it gets rid of some of the extra black. What else? I've also got this bird, which is really pretty. Another one with black, but that's okay. I really like this giraffe. Oh, actually, I really like this pussycat. So I've got this little ginger cat. Thought they might be little cat and a giant bird. I think I'd be jumping too if I was the cat. And that thing was coming down on me. I like the giraffe. Something different. Birds and butterflies. Just got to make him stand on something. And we have the giant butterfly, which may be too big for this page. In the end, it's just a shame because I like it. Okay, I think I've made some decisions. So I do like I've cut the bird's feet out better, and I think standing on the mushroom does work okay. I want his head to be right in amongst this little collection, so that this basically becomes a kind of a the poor lady is swamped by flowers and butterflies coming out of her head. That one's kind of optional, but I don't know what else to put there if I don't put it there. I mean, I do have this butterfly that will sort of stick onto the page, kind of receding it to the background, so that might work better. All right, so let's do the definites. Let's put the mushroom on. But you'd usually like to chop birds' tails off, but because it's black in this situation, I'm quite happy to have him coming in off the edge of the page. Let's just do his beak. I've trimmed off some of the black off the top of the head as well because I've done it too thick. So I want his beak to be in the middle of the flower. Okay, I don't want that little tiny edge. Yeah. Okay, so it has to go there to fit on the page, and then it's just a case of whether we can fit this one underneath here. I'm going to draw the little feelers in because it's going to be hard to get in there once the big butterfly gets in there. And the big butterfly is going to probably cover him up a little bit, unless I can make him kind of 3D. So let's just put glue here and the feelers. Do it as a line down there. Body. Otherwise, if he hasn't got enough to attach, he might fall off. Okay. I'll just glue the wing down a little bit extra. It's feeling a bit weak in the body area because it's got the weight of the embossing to sort of make a weak spot. That's better. So it's not tilting at the body. Yeah, I quite like that because it's like she's growing flowers and butterflies, and the birds are eating the insects. It's very busy, but it's okay. I don't like this white patch. There's not many white patches on here. I keep covering them up, so now that one stands out like the proverbial what, I don't know, but it does. It looks a bit strange. Okay, so I might just put some orange, a little bit of dark. Just looks like I haven't cut it out properly. Might be able to. Okay, let's try colouring it in. I thought that sometimes a pop of white is desirable, but if you only have one patch left, it's not very. It stands out too much. Okay, and what I can do is water that in so that it gets into the crevices. So I use this colour a lot more than I expected. Oops. It's a bit of an unusual one, this one. Can't say it's what I planned. Tuck that in there. So all of those are stuck down now. Got three. Oh no, this one's still poking around. Oh, that meant to go somewhere. I did like it down here. Oh, I love that there. Because it's got such a thick border of gold. It doesn't really go with those flowers, but it does look nice with this edge. And that's not my favourite part of it as well. Oh yes, I do like that. This is turning into a real luxurious sort of one, isn't it? Okay, so let's just finish this side of the page off, and then we'll come back to this side. So we have this one. Basically becomes a whole butterfly bonanza again. The silver one, no, what were we going to have up there? Oh, the stamps. No, the stamps are a bit of a conundrum because they're not really anything to do with anything, but they do add a bit more variety, and they're just sort of cute up there, so I think we'll do that. Didn't do any inking or anything on these, just as they are. Old stamps. Just adds a bit of variety from the gold, I think. Helps a little bit, I think, to have it change the angle, but that's a very full page now. Might like something here, not sure what. Breaks it up a bit, and but doesn't, you know, I don't want to add any decoration to it because I want that to be kind of just filling up a gap, if you like, without it standing out, because all of this is so pretty. I'm actually quite liking it now. It's funny how it takes me a while. I'm not quick at this, but if I wait until I'm happy, then I end up being happy. Now I want him to stand on that, but unfortunately that means he's very close to the middle of the page. I don't mind that. It's like he's kind of looking over the head. Yeah, we'll just stick him on there. Yeah, just balancing on the top of that. I've got this. I'll lift his tail up. I've got that. Would you believe it? That tiny bit of white that showed out is showing between his tail. Can you believe the chance of it actually turning up in that tiny spot? There we go. Now it's orange. Almost looks like it's like part of his body. Okay, so he's looking over the butterfly. See what's going on over there. Alright, now we do want the cat almost kissing that, and I'll need something to have it to stand on. So we'll do the cat first, and then we'll put the item under its feet. So I don't want it actually kissing, just almost kissing, in the same sort of angle as the bird. Okay. Jumping off a shell. Add a bit of interest on the edge of the page. Same with this bird. I thought he might be visiting this lady, because, you know, that's what they do, don't they? Then I'll just need something here. Well, maybe another mushroom. We'll see. We could do a mushroom that's for the noises. We have our loud motorbike back. Unless he wants to stand on top of that. I like this all kind of stripy pattern area that kind of goes together. So we're going to put that on the bottom, the glue stick. Wow, that motorbike must live nearby, because he just waits till I'm videoing, and then I mean, he probably does it all the time, but I just don't notice it, and I just notice it when I'm videoing. I mean, that's the logic, but it seems to me that it's always when I'm videoing. So now, do I leave the wood on, this twig that he was standing on? We'll just cut. I think we'll cut that off. There we go. I need something here. I could fussy cut just the owl. He is kind of orange. That's right. I'll pause. Okay, I'm not going to go around the black with him because it'll just look weird. So we're going to just put him on. It'll kind of blend in because the paper's quite thin. Well, I wanted him up there, but I don't like the fact he's got a straight edge, so he's going to stand on there with a straight edge. Okay. I've got one butterfly. Oh my goodness, one butterfly on this page. And 1, 2, 3 on that page. So we can balance it out and have another one of those, which kind of matches that. That one was too pink. Oh, we've got this piece of flower, which if I colour that in with orange, it might match better. And then I can use it up, because this has been floating around for months when I was testing my embossing. I'm not going to wet it, I don't think, because the paper is super thin. Colour it in. Let me get a bit of a darker one on that one. Attach it to there, so it almost looks like it's part of that creation. It's a bit dark, so it's hard for you to see. I mean, it's not dark to me, but it is in the camera. I think when that's glued down, that'll be fine. It's so thin. I'm going to use a glue stick. Alright, what have we got left? Pieces we have left are this silver flower, which now I don't really like on the page because it's kind of all gold. This butterfly, which could have gone in the middle there. So this one's really thin. That could go right on there in the crease. I don't mind that. And cut it. I'm not cutting it down the center of the body, I'm going to cut it down the edge of the body. So one part of the wing will be on one side, just tucking it in there on that crease. So yeah, if you don't like butterflies, don't subscribe to me, because yeah, butterflies are bit of a feature for me. I love them. I don't necessarily love them in real life, I just love them in artwork on my pages. They're also different, they're also pretty. Oh, and they just fill up nice spaces. and I like that. I think that looks nice because we've got this big blank space here. Could have moved it up maybe. Tiny bit of leaf. That might work. Yeah. So I'm just going to crease that with the bone folder. Filled it all up eventually. Took me a while. I do quite like it because it's got things that I haven't used before. This area here is just lovely. I just love it. It's also busy butterflies, flowers, birds, jewels. It's all my favourite things in one little collection. Embossing. I'm happy with it. It's I think when you have such a collection of things in one place, you know, all the same colour, the pictures don't have to match or integrate. Embossing, cute bird, which doesn't really match the rest, but he's just off the edge of the page. That's probably my only bit of Daphne's diary that made it into this page, which is unusual. Flowers, I think they look quite nice in her hair. Thank you very much for being with me, subscribing and liking the videos. That's really helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.